So now we're going down the corridor. We're going to find out what's in the room at the other end. The door's unlocked, so it's not a problem. So we'll creak it open very slightly and have a look inside. Okay, go 5 by 4. Right, so we get 5 by 4. Again, we want to know how many exits there are. So D10. Get a 3. 1 exit again. Right, this time I'm going to go to one side, I think, by 4. Door. Yeah. Okay. Now, doing it like with their method, it wouldn't be difficult to do it in a narrative sense, like again how they did it on their dungeon dive. It wouldn't be a problem. Right. We now need to find out what is going to be the content of that room before we check for encounters and stuff. So room detail and content, D10. What do we find in there? 7. Other, something different. Okay. Each room you explore tells a story about the place. Roll once on each of the following tables and combine the results. Okay. Again, be careful. This isn't talking about these tables here. It's talking about the ones on the next page. It confused me a little bit when I was reading through it. It's like, hang on, aren't these for the feature, which is a roll of 6? On 7 to 10, it's other. But yeah, it's actually meaning the tables on the next 2 pages. Roll once on each of the following tables and combine the results. This should give you an idea of what you find in the room. Example, a result of declined sorcery could mean that there's something impeding the use of magic in the room. Okay, all right, so. I mean, we find something in here that's worthy of note. The first room was pretty much empty, but let's find out what's in here. So we've got to roll verb and theme. So verb, D100. Where's the other D10? Okay. We get 96 tempt. Okay. Don't know whether writing it. I might have to erase that. And then theme, we get a 63. 63 completion, tempt completion. Okay, so this is room 1. This is going to be room 2. We'll do it here. A 1. The room was basically empty. 2. Oh, another thing. I forgot to do the size dice. So the first room we've got to roll 3, so no. Second room, a 1, yes. So we're now down to a D4 for checking. If this ever rolls a 1 or 2, basically the ruin is complete. All right, so tempt completion. Maybe in this room there are some crates or maybe some boxes with a number of different components inside of some form or other. Maybe sort of some kind of mechanical, sort of basic mechanical components. And it seems that they can be combined to make some kind of machine or some kind of technology. And the temptation is there to kind of try it. What happens if I put it together? What does it make? You know, that's the temptation there, to complete what's in the boxes. So yeah, I think that's how I'm going to read it. Is in this room there's a bunch of crates and boxes that kind of I want to kind of see what they actually make, but whether it's going to be good or bad, that's another question. Could make something explosive and blow myself up. But the thing is, technically it's not a trap, so it may just create something and then maybe I'll just roll on another table to find out what I make. That's what I'm thinking. Tempt completion. Like I said, boxes are full of different components. I'm tempted to put them together. But before I can do anything like that, we've got to find out if we get any encounters. Right, we have to roll for encounters. So we're rolling D10. No encounter. If there are no encounters, perform an event check. Event check is a 9 or 10. Oh, so close. So again, there's absolutely nothing in here. Room content, we've done that. Once you've cleared the room, you can search it to see if you find anything of value. So, okay. So we're going to search the room. and see if it, I mean, searching the room may actually lead to finding out what exactly is in these boxes. D10, we get a 4. Bones or remains with some jewellery still on them. Roll on the gems and jewellery table. Okay. More loot. More loot. Gems and jewellery. Gems and jewellery. Okay, D20. 5. Semi-precious, 2D100 coins. Okay. So we've got a gem and it's worth 2D100. Okay. So it's worth 69 and 61. So 69 becomes 70, becomes 130. So it's worth 130 coins. Okay. Write that down here. So we've got a gem worth 130 coins. Okay. So we've got to check now for a wandering monster. This is in addition to encounters, yeah? So on a 1, 4, no. So no wandering monsters, but I do want to see what's going to be the content of those boxes, because like I say, the description and the way it says to create or to use those to create the content of the room kind of leads me to think I want to know what it is. I'm going to use the GMless tools, the solo rules, and I'm going to roll action and theme. Again, a couple more random words to kind of help me to figure out what's in the boxes and what they're actually going to make. So we're going to roll. We get an 87, preserve. Okay, so contents of the boxes, we've got, what was it again? 87, preserve, and a 12, knowledge. Ooh. So maybe it's some kind of mechanism that contains knowledge. Not necessarily a book, but maybe something else that can contain some kind of like a password, like a key to possibly a locked room. That could make a little bit of sense. I'm thinking that when you put them together, the different components here, it actually constructs some kind of key mechanism for what we're going to find later. That kind of makes a little bit of sense. So, a key, we've found some, again, put it together. As I'm going to do a check to see whether I can actually put it together, I think. Because it is components, is the words I'm generating, the random words I'm generating to find out the content is leading me to think that it has to be assembled. So I'm thinking that if I can make a successful crafting check, I'm going to get a key that I can use in one of the doors later on. Yeah, preserve knowledge. Knowledge, is that knowledge? Yeah, because like password kind of thing. All right, so I think that's how it's going to work. Now, I am going to be using random difficulty for this. So we'll go back to, where is it? The book. Because I don't know how difficult it's going to be to assemble this. And like I say, the random difficulty can help you if you've got low stats, or it can make it harder. So I'm going to roll for random difficulty to see how difficult it's going to be to assemble, and then we'll make the roll. So we're rolling, we get a 4. Effortless means I get a plus 20. So my crafting is 75 now, okay? And I get a 15, which is a pass, which is amazing. It's not a critical, but it is equal or below my dex. So again, I could get another box in my dex stat. So we assemble it and we get something akin to a key. We need to check and see if the door is locked. So going back to the ruins section. Poor Kerenga, he's over here. I want to be in a dungeon. I mean, I did have some boards ready in case of the ruin and what we find. But if there's a combat situation, I'll transfer to those. Right, so we now want to check if it is locked. So we go back to the entrances here. D20, right. A 12. It is locked. Haha, maybe this is where the key comes in. What else? Determine the lock's difficulty. by rolling on page 22. Yep, it's just going to be a random difficulty again. Let's see what we get. Again, my sleight of hand is not going to be very good at picking locks. So a D8, the lock is 5. Easy. So it's a +10. So I'll just put some notes here. So it's easy +10 to the roll. Or I can use, like I said, I think I can use this mechanism, this key. Maybe it has the correct symbols for me to actually unlock it and to get rid of any lock that's possibly there. So I'm thinking that's how I'm going to be reading this. If I use that, it's gone. I can't use it anymore. So future doors and everything, I'm back to normal. But I'm thinking that this is a special key that can be used. Actually, should I use the... Let's use the Oracle for that, actually, to find out whether it can be used here or whether it's meant for a later door. So let's use the Oracle. Let's have a think. I think it's likely that this is going to be for this door. I don't think it's going to be unlikely. I think it's going to be likely. So 8 or higher on a D20, it's meant for this door. A 19, yes, it is very much meant for this door. So we use the key, we unlock and also disarm any potential traps that were there, and we can continue. But we don't have that key anymore. It is meant for that door only. Okie dokie. Let's continue. Now, searching a room, we did that. Picking a lock, no. Dismantling, breaking down, no. So it's only one exploration turn. Sweet. Right, don't have to check for torches just yet. Right, we're going out into the next area. What is the next area? Where's the thing? Here we go. The connector is a 4. Simple hallway again. How big? Another long hallway. 2, 4, 6. Again, I'm kind of looking at the way that it's written here. I'm thinking that they are just simple hallways, passages, or bridges with just a single exit at the end. But we do have to check for encounters, so we're rolling a D10. Where's my D10? Where is it? There it is. A 10. No, there is no encounter. We come to the door. Is the door locked? No, it's unlocked. Okay. And we peek through the door and we see what's the other side. Do we have to... No, I don't think we check. It says rooms, doesn't it? Okay. So we're checking the other side, and the door... Sorry, the room is a 5 by 3. How many exits? 10. 3 exits. And it's a 5 by 3. So we're going to do... like that. 3 exits. So I put 1 in every other room. So 5. Okay. So 3 other exits. Excellent. Now I want to find out what's in the room first, because like I say, if there's going to be some kind of encounter, there may be elements in the room that I can use. So, room content, where are you? Room detail and content, a D10. Get an 8. Other again. All right, so this is going to be room 3. Okay, room 3. The 2 words are, so the first one is the verb. We get a 72. Give. And the theme is 83. Darkness. Okay. Now what does that tell me about the room? Okay, give darkness, give darkness. So I'm thinking maybe there is some kind of wind in this room. Maybe it's coming through cracks in the wall, or maybe through the ceiling. There's a gust of wind, a constant gust of wind, and it blows out the torch. So maybe we have to make a light source check because of this the wind, the gust of wind that actually blows out their torch. So that's what I'm thinking how it's going to work. So we're going to have to make light source check. That's how I'm thinking. Give darkness. It actually makes darkness. It gives us darkness. So the wind would take away the light. So we've got to make a torch usage die check as we light another torch. Yeah, let's do that now. So my torches are, where is it? My torches are a UD10, usage die 10. So we've got to make a roll. We get a 3. So we're still okay. We're still on UD10. If it was a 1 or 2, I'd have to reduce that number, but it's okay. We've still got plenty of torches. Okay, so that's no problem. We did that. Now we've got to check for encounters in the room. Roll of 1 means we find something. A 3, nope. If there are no encounters, perform an event check. On a 9 or 10, nope. Okay. Search the room. Searching the room. D10. Get a 6. Oh, another one of those. 6. Roll the mundane loot. Oh, we didn't do the random. Oh, yes, we did. It's darkness, isn't it? So we've got a gust of wind here. Okay. What did I get? Mundane loot, wasn't it? Where's the loot thing? There we go. Precious, valuable, mundane. Okay, D20. Get a 12. D4 empty flasks. 1. Put it down here. If I find some oil, I can put oil in it. I'll trap some wind. So absolutely nothing really of value in there. Wonderful. That's it. Now we need to check those doors and see if they're locked. So the door at the top here, is it locked? Let me check. If result is 10 or higher, it's locked, okay? So this one is locked. The one on the side is also locked. The one at the bottom, oh man, they're all locked. I can't use that key anymore. I mean, I could go back and assemble another one, I suppose. But mate, I don't think it'll probably be enough. Okay, another room, so we have to make our size check. D4. 4, nope. So, we haven't come to the end of the ruin yet. Now, I need to check these locks, don't I? This is going to be a problem. All right, so the lock there, I can't just roll to find out which one's the easiest and do that one, can I? No. All right, so let's try picking the top lock. Find out how difficult it is. Where is it? Okay, D8. A 7. Hard. So it's a -20. So this one is going to have a -20. But I'm only going to figure that out as I'm trying to unlock it, which is a bit of a problem. Now, my sleight of hand is 15, so -20 gives me no chance. But what I'm going to say is, if I get a crit, I can open it. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a way of doing it, because otherwise it's got no chance whatsoever. But I'm thinking that a critical, as long as you can justify it and as long as you can kind of explain how it works, it's possible on a crit. So on a crit, we can open 23. Nope. So that's locked. Now we have to check for traps, don't we? Try to open the lock. See if the door is trapped. A D10. 7 or higher, it's trapped. A 1. Nope, it's not trapped. Okay. But I can't open it. Now I can try and break it down. It's easy enough, but it might attract unwanted attention. Well, let's check the other doors first and see if they're going to cause me any problems. So the one on the south, or the bottom face here, it's locked, but we want to find out how difficult it is. We get a 6. Demanding, which is a -10. Oh, this isn't good. So a -10 gives me a 5% chance, which is the critical chance anyway. So, okay, we'll try. Oh, look at that. We did it. We unlocked it. We unlocked it. So I get a chance here. Dex again. Okay, I'm already getting a spot for Dex. Oh, very nice. So it unlocks. Let's see if it's trapped first. A 7. Yes, it is trapped. If the door is trapped, you must perform a perception check to see if you detect it on time. If you pass the check, you may attempt to dismantle. Failing it triggers it. Because I'm thinking that if I get a crit, it gives you some kind of benefit. So maybe I managed to disarm the trap as well. Sort of without meaning to, I just mucked up the mechanism. I'm going with that. So now it is unlocked. Okay. Do I want to check the other one? Possibly. Shade that in. I'll see what's on the other side of this door first. So the trap was there, but because I rolled a crit, I think I got rid of the trap as well. Right, corridors, connecting corridors. So what's the other side of this door? We're going to have a sneak peek through. Get a 5, simple hallway. How big's the hallway? Very short, okay. Got to check for encounters. Nope. All right, so is that door locked? No, it's unlocked. Okay. And the room. Reroll the 1, 2, 3 by 2, small room. Any other exits? 3, 1 other exit, okay. 3 by 2. So there's another exit here, I think. Okay, and this is going to be room 4. Right, we're going to check the content before we do encounters and stuff because I want to know what's in the room. So room details and content over here. D10. Other again. Okay, so the verb, we get a 43, discuss. And the theme, 16, protection. Discuss protection. Maybe this is like the manager's office of the facility before, and maybe there's a lot of notation or writing that's relating to safety. Let's see if I can actually read it, because I'm thinking that's going to be what it is. It's like the manager's office from before when the place was actually in use. Let's see if I can actually do a literacy check and see if I can actually read the writings, but that's the impression I'm getting, because there seems to be diagrams in terms of, you know, how to work safely, in terms of records of production and stuff like that. So let's make a literacy check and see if I can understand what's going on. Difficulty is 4, effortless. So I get a plus 20, so it's a 45%. We get another crit. My word, the dice are helping me today. Oh, I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't say anything, should I? So I get a critical success. So yes, I'm able to understand the writing or the sort of hieroglyphs or symbology, is that a word? In the room, and yes, maybe this was the manager's room. He used to look after the production in terms of the workers' welfare and everything else in the room. With a crit success, maybe I also find the name of the ruin amongst the notations and amongst the documents. The Sinister Store of the Eternal Savior. So I find out the name of this place. Whether that's worthy of the crit, I don't know. But it's how I'm going to be using it. So that is great. And where is it? Literacy, int. I also need to check for encounters now. So is there an encounter? Nope. Is there an event? Yes, okay, something's actually happening. So on a 9 or higher, we mean we get an event. So now we're rolling on this table here, a D20. So something happens in this room, or we see something. I actually get a 2. What's this say? Right. Strange growth covers this room, a moss-like tumor, the colour of rotten leaves that is somehow corroding everything in its wake. Characters must make a coordination check or lose a random piece of gear. Oh no! Coordination, I got a 75. Or lose a random piece of gear. Oh no. Yeah, I don't want to stay in here. Right, so we're rolling on these 75. Yeah, pass. So basically there is all kinds of growth in here. It's really not a nice place to be. Like I say, it used to be some kind of overseer's place, some kind of manager or supervisor's office. And I now know this place used to be called the Sinister Store of the Eternal Sadness for some reason. But I don't want to go back in that room, because if I go back into that room, we're going to have to check again and possibly lose more gear. So that, I'm not going to bother exploring through that door there. However, we do have to check and see with our D4 now, a 1. So that is actually the end of the ruin. Ah, dear. But you know what? I'm going to do one thing. This is telling me now that the ruin is fully explored, because I rolled a 1 on a D4. And when you do that for the size, it basically means you've reached the last room. However, I can't go through there because I'm going to get screwed every time. So I'm going to ignore that. That one's totally locked. Maybe I can't get through there. But this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check that door, do the lock and everything. And in the room afterwards, I'm going to have an encounter, because I want to show you guys the combat, and I'm fed up not having any combat that I stand a chance with. So we're going to check the lock. It is a 5. Easy. So it's a +10. So this is a +10 to unlock. So my sleight of hand is 15 + 10 is, I've got 25% chance. 82 means no. Dice say no. So I can't unlock it, but I am going to bash it in. The problem with that is, if you bash it in, I'm not going to get surprise. And we get a chance of a random opponent. Okay, well, we'll do that. So I'm going to try and smash it in. On a 7 or higher, we attract the attention. Oh, look, it was a 9. I'm manipulating the dice so that we get an encounter. So I smashed the door in. And even though it was a 2, it's actually +7, so it becomes a 9, because I want it to be an encounter. I want to show you guys the combat. So, all right, what's the other side? Let's roll up the room. The room is a 6x4. I've only got 5 spaces, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch them around. So 3, 4, 5, 6 by 4, 2, 4. I'm not going to give any more exits here, because the dice say that we've already reached the end of the ruin. So I just switch these around so it fit on the graph paper. What's in the room? We're going to check the content. The room content, we're rolling a D10. Other again. Playing with my ability to create random things from words. So, okay. But just to let you know, it could be empty, blocked, trap, or some kind of remarkable feature where you roll on these tables here. Right, okay, so this room, this is going to be room 5. It's the last room we're going to be thinking. Maybe this connects here somehow. So the verb, we get a 52, engineer, and a 9, madness. I mean, down here, maybe this leads to the actual large storage area, which I don't really need to find out. But maybe this is like a the designer's room, maybe the ideas department kind of thing of the facility, where they're coming up with ideas in terms of products, packaging, and everything else. Engineer madness. And maybe it is like very chaotic scene in terms of smashed pieces of furniture everywhere, lots of different ideas and designs which defy reality, defy common sense, plastered on the walls. Maybe they have designs of mechanisms that shouldn't work but somehow do. It's like sort of Dr. Frankenstein's Dr. Frankenstein's design office if he was a product engineer or something. Okay, but we are going to have an encounter. Got to check for light as well. D10. Nope, still good. So I am going to roll an encounter in here because I want you guys to see how the combat works. So what encounter are we going to have? Encounters are here. So we're rolling a D12 and we're going to see who's in the room and who we're going to face. Okay, D12, what's in the room? 8, an earth elemental. Oh no. Kerenga, you're going to show off the new combat rules? Against an earth elemental, this could go very badly. Let me set it up. All right, we're going to have to change. We're going to have to change the creature. Why? Well, because Kerenga's dead. As I was setting it up, I actually noticed on the creature part here, immune to non-magical attacks. You know, Kerenga's got nothing magical at all, so this is just going to be a smeg. And I want to show you guys the combat. So what I'm going to do is ignore the earth elemental. We're going to roll again. We get something that we can actually fight against and actually do damage. So we're going to roll again on the table and see what we get. So this time we get a 10, a Krothok. Let's just quickly check and see whether that's any better. A Krothok. Yeah, this could work. Number D6. That could not work. So we got Krothok, not an elemental. Okay. Strange barbaric creatures that live underwater with the upper half of their body appearing to be some kind of humanoid and the lower part being completely adapted to swimming with a long fish-like tail. I think is there a picture? Is this kind of what they look like? All right, so I'm going to change the scene a little bit. Maybe this area is partially flooded to allow them to kind of swim and whatever. So give me 1 second and I will reset up with the new creatures. Oh, we want to know how many, don't we? Okay, so there are 2. Okay, we could survive this possibly. Right, but because I smashed in the door, I don't get surprised or anything like that. We just fight. All right, give me 1 second. I've changed the tiles to reflect that maybe this part of the ruins there is water coming in. It's partially flooded, very dirty water going through God knows what. I mean, this facility, this ruins, like I say, there's all that mold and everything we found in the overseer's room. So yeah, I'm thinking that this is maybe at least the main storage facility, and maybe this has all been sort of corrupted with, you know, putrid water and mold and everything else. It's crept into here, and it's also creeped into this room here, where we have that. Maybe the design office or the design section, the ideas area, and it's kind of flooded into this room, which allows the Krothok a chance to get in, and there just happens to be 2 Krothok in this room. I've used a couple of tokens from mermen or merpeople. So we're going to determine where they start now. I'm going to do random locations. We come in here because that's where the door is. But in terms of these guys, I'm going to be putting in terms of random starting location. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got a 6 by 10. So we're just going to be rolling to see where each of them starts off. So the first one is going to be starting off. Oh, that's not good. 2 there. So it's going to be starting there. The next one, 6 and oh no, it's starting miles away. Now, I mean, this would be good if I was having any ranged weapons, but I don't, and neither do they, because they only have spears, which for some reason they can parry with, but I can't.